one ring to rule them all. Lord of the Rings tells us the epic tale of the Dark Lord Sauron, who forged a ring so powerful with the sole intent, the will to dominate life. If you think about cancers, it's kind of like Sauron. It wants to dominate. Simply put, it basically wants to divide and proliferate incessantly, even if it's at the expense of the rest of your body. Now, a normal cell runs on mechanisms as prescribed by your cellular blueprint, the DNA. Now, your DNA during its lifespan is exposed to all kinds of bad things. There's UV light, X-rays, endogenous metabolic chemicals. Now, all of these things can actually cause alterations to your DNA composition. When that happens, and if it's left unfixed, it's going to get transmitted to your daughter cell. Now, your daughter cell in turn is going to acquire more such alterations during its life and transmit it further. Overall, over a series of generations, you have accumulated so many alterations in your genome that you have transitioned from a normal cell to a more Sauron-like cancer cell, powered by the strength of your own DNA, but the altered version of it. Now, luckily for us, our cell also has excellent genomic caretakers. Now, one such very important genomic caretaker pathway is the Fanconi anemia pathway, the topic of my research. Just like the fellowship in the story, the Fanconi anemia pathway also consists of multiple players of different strengths and calibers who come together with a common goal. Let's get rid of the ring, the alterations in your DNA strings. So, the Fanconi anemia pathway has actually been studied for a few decades at this point. But here's the catch. The way this pathway has been studied, it's always been looked upon as a team. What does it do as a team without completely appreciating what's the role of each individual player that's involved in this pathway? It's almost like saying that Legolas can shoot arrows, but only if Gandalf stands next to him and says, "Legolas, shoot." So, strange, right? This is exactly what my research challenges. I have been trying to identify novel and independent roles of each individual protein within this pathway and how they are responsible for taking care of your DNA. And understanding this is important because there are kids who are born with inherent defects in one of these multiple players in this pathway who are predisposed to different kinds of cancers. Right now, they're all being treated with the same therapy. I think it's time we start appreciating that each cancer is different and each kid deserves a different therapy for it. Thank you.